Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the SLUM GODS podcast. We are your hosts. I am Stone Swayze.
I'm Thieves.
Martinez.
And we're going to get into it. But first and foremost, how's everybody doing? How's the week been treating you?
Pretty good, man. I'm ready for the summer.
Man. Nah, my week been bad, man. My car broke down, y'all.
Oh, how did that happen?
Engine's out. Just the engine's out, man.
Oh,
it stopped in the middle of the road, man.
Well,
that's a whole new car, man.
Yeah. Pissed off, y'all.
Did the insurance cover it?
Nah, I got rid of the car, man. I was so mad. Like, just take the shit.
Damn, for real? Fair enough. Yeah, no, the engine block is basically a whole new car, unfortunately.
Yes. I saw it and looked at it like, man, just take the car, man.
Mm-hmm. But they give you some cash for it?
Nah, I had to get it towed. So I'm thinking like, I'm not paying this tow. Just take the car.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think somebody still would have paid you to.
Yeah, they would have, but I'm too lazy to deal with that stuff, man.
So we just throwing away cars now. That's what we doing. We just throwing away cars.
We got that Target money. That's why.
Yeah.
I wish that helped, but let me tell people my job, man.
Hey, no, he's a professional podcaster. Okay.
Yes, man.
I mean, my week has been decent. My job's trying to get me fired right now. I've gotten written up in like the past 2 months. So I don't for my quality.
Trying to get you fired, boy. You getting yourself fired.
They don't
I was thinking the same thing. Like, really?
They don't want me there. They hunt me down, man. They're trying to plot and scheme against me, man. I give them good work. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess it's partially my fault. I don't know.
It's all good. It's
mostly their fault, though. It's mostly their fault putting me in that situation. But yeah,
always blame the job. It's never your fault.
Anti-work, boy. Anti-work. But anyways, so we got some big news from the playoffs. A lot of our predictions didn't really go as planned. I guess
has done pretty good.
Yeah, I think we can get right into it. Let's talk about those Suns. What takes do we have in regards to the Suns getting their asses handed to them?
Jokic is a beast. Jokic is probably the best. Right now, the best player in the playoffs right now.
It's hard to even refute that or rebuttal that because he's just been playing like a monster.
Like I feel like he should have been MVP this year. The way he's playing right now, I like Embiid. Embiid should have finished it last night, but he didn't. To these Boston Celtics, So
every team. I thought you was a Bulls fan.
No, I'm no one's fan. I'm a players fan. And Tatum, the way Tatum played, man, he played trash last night.
I was gonna say the way he played in the fourth.
Trash. Then he just came and hit 4 threes in a row.
Yeah.
Like he won the game.
I don't know if he won the game, but
he closed the game. That's winning it.
I think he did win the game.
He closed the game. That's how you supposed. That's when I was watching it. I told the person I was watching it with, like, Embiid better step up because having a close game ain't good. When you got all those scorers in Boston, that you got Brown and Tatum that can just take over the game anytime they want. Like, you got to close the game, and they wasn't doing it, and B wasn't doing enough. I was telling him, like, yo, you see what Joker do? The numbers Joker's put up, those the same numbers B got to put up too. Like, you can't come in and only have 26 points, I think he had, and on the 10 rebounds. You got to at least have 30, close to 40 to win that game. And B got to step up.
Yeah, as far as the Suns Nuggets series, I mean, I think out of all of us, Martinez was the only one that guessed that series, right? I'm pretty sure.
Mm. Yeah.
He said 5.
Oh, and 5.
I did. But I did say Denver.
But
I did.
you were the closest out of all of us. You definitely got it right.
I was right. Yes, of course.
But I think overall, it just goes to show, like, I don't know, this journey of KD's going on, how bad it is for him. Because I don't see anything changing next year. It's only going to get worse. CP3 is washed as always. I don't know if he'll even come back. If he does, he won't play a big role. DeAndre Ayton has to leave. He doesn't want to be there. And it wasn't even the fact that he wasn't averaging good stats. Like, even if you don't look at it, it's the fact that he's not even trying half the time. It just seems like his head's out of it.
Well, I told you all niggas that he was whack as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
No. It was that Joker.
Like,
he's not on the same level. He's not on the same level.
Yeah, but Aiden wasn't even trying sometimes, and it was just
man.
Like that one series. I think it was in Game 5, where literally Aiden's just sitting there, and fucking Jokic grabs like 3 rebounds in a row, offensive rebounds. He's literally just sitting there watching them under the hoop. Like, bro, that's supposed to be your man. What you doing sitting there for?
You can't stop joking, man.
You cannot be 7 feet tall grabbing fucking 7 rebounds. It's not possible, bro. You're too big for all that.
Nah, he should have did more, but I don't blame him. I blame the whole team. They was ready to.
I'm saying just as a narrative, like DeAndre Ayton has to go. CP3 has to go.
I don't think they have to. Chris Paul, yes, but I don't think Aiden got to go. I think
if they can get good, because they need a bench too. That's the number one thing that was killing them. If they can get rid of Aiden and get some good bench players.
It's just hard
because Bismack Biyombo and Blind Kid ain't doing it for him.
It's hard to find a good. It's just hard to find a big guy in the league these days that's really can do everything. You have to be able to do everything: defense, shoot,
if the
protect the rim.
If the Warriors don't act right, the Suns got to fuck around and sign Kevon Looney, bro. Like they got to cash him out, bro, because he's really good.
Dwight too. I don't know why no one did. Like Dwight was like the ultimate. Not that he would be able to shut down Jokic, but at least he would. He's another big body that you could have used against him. You know, once he was killing DeAndre Ayton all night, and then after that, you had literally no one else with size that could even, bump against him.
No.
Bismack was getting baby the entire night. I felt bad.
No, it just
when he was putting that bow on him, just roll it off him.
It's just nobody on that level on that team. No one no big guys on Jokic's level other than Embiid. And Jokic it just shows how good he is.
Yeah,
it's crazy watching him. Like he's becoming my favorite player in the league right now. Just watching him.
I gained a little more respect for him for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like I said, those type of players, the only way you got to kind of play dirty. You got to kind of play physical with them, bump against them. Throw some
get in their head,
throw some elbows at them. You know what I mean? Like wear them down. And DeAndre Ayton's soft as fuck. He's not going to do it. Lambeau's old as fuck, and he's not that good. So it's like I think LeBron would have helped them tremendously.
It shows that you just can't put a superstar on a team and expect to win. You have to build a team, and they didn't play that many games together. And when I said in the last video, like that matters a little bit. So KD's good, but it's a team game. It's not just a superstar game.
Fair enough.
I kind of want to hit on like what you said about them looking like contenders, because it doesn't look like anybody could even. It doesn't look like anybody could really put up a good defense against Jokic. So, like, if the Lakers win, which I think is going to happen now, unfortunately, when the Lakers win, Anthony Davis is too damn soft. He's too fucking soft for Jokic.
Don't say that. I feel like Golden State might surprise you.
Man, I would love to be surprised if that's the case. I would love to be surprised. But even the Warriors win, Draymond's gonna get his ass babied. Kevon Looney, he good, but he ain't gonna be able to guard Jokic.
Yeah, I know.
Like so who else is gonna guard him? It looks like Nuggets do have like
a good chance.
I'm not saying a clear path, but like they look like the best team because out of all the teams that are left, there's no one that can handle Jokic.
Mm.
And
It's not just it's not just Jurkis. It's those all their whole team. They got like
stop.
they tall enough to defend every team. Mike,
Jamal's always hit and miss.
no, yeah,
You
that's
can't
true. I'm just
expect
saying.
you
I'm
can't
talking about
expect
defense.
Vegas to give you 30 points like he did last night.
I'm just talking about defensive wise. Everybody's the perfect height is defensive by on each team. That's in the playoffs right now. So Denver's look like a clear favorite right now, and it's about time. You're the 2-time MVP. You better be getting your ass to the finals. This is a hit and miss on him.
And
He has to.
he made
He
second
ha-
team, by the way.
yeah.
He made second team All NBA, by the way.
Yeah, because Embiid, you cannot not get the MVP first. That's how it works. So they do in the same position. You can't get him,
Yeah.
but he deserved first. He deserved first. He deserves the MVP right now the way he's playing. We ain't gonna talk about how Embiid played last night though.
Another fucking soft. Well, I don't want to call him soft.
No,
He's
no,
injured, man. He's injured right
Yeah, I
now.
was just saying, I'm pretty sure he's still dealing with injuries. I think the 76ers, they looked better than the Celtics, but with Embiid injured and James Harden, he's like a 50-50, legit. One
I'm
night
just
he'll
saying.
fucking score 40, and the next he's averaging like 15 points.
I'm just saying. If a team had more than 20 plus turnovers, you should win that game.
For
No
sure.
questions asked. And they lost because they kept it close. It was a good defensive game. It's a low scoring game too. I think they had about 80 something around 5 minutes of the game, 5 minutes left in the game.
Yep.
It was a low scoring game and a lot of turnovers and a lot of everything. They didn't capitalize on it. And B kind of pissed me off. I'm watching the game like, when you gonna take this game over? James Harden, when you gonna take this game over? Like, this is the perfect time to do it. They didn't capitalize it, and Boston won because of that.
Yeah, true. But that being said, who do we got winning these game sixes though? I mean game sevens. We got seven.
No, yeah.
It's game 6 for the Knicks, I think.
And
That's tonight. That's tonight. It's hard to say.
The Warriors is game 7.
that was 6.
It's
Game
6.
7.
In game 6, they're down 3-2 right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's game 6.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think the Heat are gonna win. I think that's pretty obvious because as much as Jalen Brunson's balling, he can't do it himself. And you want to talk about fucking soft? Julius Randle is having an abysmal series. Jalen Brunson can't do it all himself. So
yeah.
I told you about Jalen though. That boy cold.
Yeah, Jalen's hooping.
Yeah, he put a lot of respect on him this season.
Bro.
Came out, New York is a sleeper this year. I hope they get better. I was making this joke that New York ain't gonna make the playoffs next year because that's how they is. They good one season, fall off the next season. So, but I think
mean, that's not far fetched at all.
But I'm really happy for New York this year. I hope they make it though. I want them to win.
It'd be cool.
That's not gonna happen.
I just want them to.
Who do we got? I mean, I got the Heat.
I mean, I'm going with New York because I want them to win. I'm not using logic right now. I'm just using I want them to win.
So Martinez has the Heat winning. He just wants.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
I got the Heat winning as well. Let's see here. Celtics and 76ers. Game 7.
In Boston.
I want to say the Celtics. That's who I picked coming into this series.
I did too. I had them winning. I had them going to the finals.
Even most of the games that they won this
series,
like,
I had Philly getting swept, but go ahead.
I was gonna say even the games that the Celtics won, they still did not look that good. Like even last night,
that was a horrible game.
Was horrible.
The whole team. The whole team was horrible.
Like efficiency wise, Jason Tatum has been horrible all playoffs, in my opinion. I don't think he's not that good at all. But man, I must stay with the Celtics. I think they got more weapons, they're deeper, more diverse.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this one. James Harden has kind of rekindled that fire of what he had when he was in Houston. and we're seeing a different. We're seeing a different James Harden right now, and I'm liking it. So I'm gonna go 76ers. Just
Mm.
because
Wow,
James
switching
Harden,
up.
yeah, James Harden is. I mean, I switched. I had the
No
Celtics.
take integrity at all. This
Mm.
guy.
Oh, I'm I'm going with my original team. I'm going with Boston.
Okay,
At,
fair.
at home, yeah, I think they take it, but they really disappointed me this because the way they've been playing. Like I never seen a team get over 20 playoffs and 20 turnovers in a playoff game. I never seen that in the play. They got the record now, and they still won though, so that's kind of on Philly. But
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I told you Mike was getting fired, boy. He didn't know
oh,
what the fuck.
I got a question, y'all. Let's say Boston do win. Do Doc Rivers get fired?
Hell
If
yes,
he
Mm,
don't, they don't make the fight. Yeah. Doc Rivers gets fired. Sorry,
yes,
I was.
easily.
mm.
I just don't think. I don't think Doc Rivers is the problem, but he definitely ain't the damn solution. So that should be enough for him to get
Mm,
fired.
You
He
know,
had
the
way
coach
too
is the
many
first one to
opportunities.
go.
He has
Coach is
mm,
way
the
too
first
many
one.
opportunities.
mm.
He coughed up a huge 3-1 lead last year. Like,
I
I think it would be time just to find.
I think Doc Rivers is living off that Boston series, like KG and Rondo and them. Like, when you won that championship, you're a good coach. You only won one championship. You've been to the finals twice, and that's it.
Yeah, a lot of people are like,
Whoa.
"Oh, he's the
Mm,
best coach in the league."
mm.
I don't think he's ever been the best coach in the league, in my
No,
opinion.
he's not the best coach in the league.
Yeah,
I mean, I
but
like Doc. I like Doc. But
he's not even
like
a top five coach right
it,
now.
like you have all these teams. You had that Clippers team that was amazing at the time. With Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and no Jamal Crawford, and a great team that should have won a championship, but they didn't. You have this team not winning. What team you had before that? No, no, that was it.
Celtics,
Yeah, Celtics. You had a great team on that, and you didn't go back to back.
bro.
Like you
Mm,
getting some of the chance with all these great players. You have Hall of Famers on your team, and
They only got
you're not,
one
and
chip
you
to show for it.
one chip, and you're not closing it. It sucks.
mm. Yeah, but that's partially the players too. You can't really blame the coach for
Mm.
all of it. But
No,
I mean,
that's not true.
if he got a point because if I look back at those Clipper teams, Blake Griffin never made it to the playoffs. Chris Paul never made it to the playoffs. DeAndre Jordan never made it to the playoffs because of injuries. So
Yeah,
I could blame injuries for it, but still, it's too many opportunities, and you just fumbling the bag. So
okay, so where did we leave off on? Was it Heat 76? Heat Knicks 76ers.
so we just
mm,
got
All
the
right,
West team.
Golden State versus Lakers.
mm,
Like I said, I don't. Bro, the
mm,
Warriors look terrible.
They
mm.
That
do,
is saying
bro.
something.
But the
Curry,
Lakers do too, though.
Curry is getting double and triple teamed at times, and the
Mm,
fucking Warriors are not able to knock down their shots coming off of it.
mm.
Draymond Green is possibly the most overrated fucking player in the history of the game
Mm,
of basketball.
he kind of
No,
saved that. He kind of saved that last game, though.
yeah, he did good. That was his first
Yeah,
20-point game in 5
he
years.
did.
His second 20-point game in 5 years. Like, why are we giving Draymond too much fucking credit? The man,
Guys
His
really hates Draymond, boy.
his.
bro, every sports broadcast that I see, they're like, "Oh, he's the heart, he's the glue to the team." Like the last few years, and I'm like,
I
"So
had
Steph
this.
Curry don't exist, bro? What are y'all acting like?"
I
Like,
understand where you're coming from because I have to explain what Draymond do to everybody when I'm watching the Golden State game.
yeah,
He the facilitator. He gives people a chance, the opportunity to score,
yeah, that's true.
and he
But
sticks D. He good D.
the thing is, people say they give him the thing for the facilitator, right?
Mm,
But most of that is coming off of Curry getting double teamed and chased around.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only reason why he's facilitating. He's
mm,
holding the ball,
mm.
watching them double team, see what defensive sets they run for Curry, and then decides. He
But
has
you,
no impact on that offense at all besides passing the ball.
I think this season he doesn't, but we've seen it past what
Yeah, that was
Draymond does.
7 years ago. 7 years ago, Draymond was good, but he hasn't
Draymond,
been good in so long.
he's still good. It's just not enough these
He
days.
is he is ass 90% of the time. Makes good defensive plays at the end of a game, and then they're like, "Oh, this is why he's there." This is like, no, if he wasn't dog shit the whole game, they probably wouldn't even been close.
I think everybody knows the game plan of the Golden State Warriors now. Like they've been doing the same shit for the last 10 years now, 10 to 5. So it's like it's just familiar, and plus they're slower. And Clay ain't the same Clay right now. Clay is so. I think people just realizing how the Golden State works now, so it's easier to stop them now and watch Draymond.
Why didn't they get rid of Draymond after he fucking knocked the fucking relevancy? He knocked the fucking G League back into fucking Jordan Poole earlier this season. And now Jordan Poole's a G League player, and Draymond's still on the fucking team, so that's just bad. Like, for example, Game 4, right? Remember, it came down to the end of the game. Fucking Draymond has Dennis Schroeder against him. Dennis Schroeder is smaller than him. Why are you fucking looking to pass? What is going on? Like, bro, you cannot have a player like that playing at the end of the game. And what does he do? He's sitting there looking to pass instead of taking an easy score against a smaller player and fucking turns the ball over.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I'm blaming Jordan Poole for playing bad. He got his money and he started acting weird. He probably deserved that punch the way I see him talking to other people.
He probably did, but
he probably did. And you focus,
kept them together.
You focus on the wrong things right now. You talking about dating Ice Spice, whoever her name is. He's worrying about the wrong things right now. He got his championship and he think he good. Nah, keep it going.
But the thing is, we've seen this all year, right? This wasn't a surprise to anybody. So why the fuck is it in the playoffs that all of a sudden they're trying to solve the issue by trying different lineups and shit? Like, this has been a problem all season. Why did you guys just sit there and wait for the most important time of the year to try to fix it?
Well, it's the playoffs. You make adjustments. If something ain't working out, you make adjustments. You can't go with the same lineup if you're.
There's a difference between adjustments and experimenting, and they're experimenting right now. That's the difference. This is the playoffs. It's not a time to experiment.
It's just AD and LeBron, just two different cats. It's not easy to guard. And when AD is playing right, he's the best player on the floor. Better than Steph, better than everybody. He's the best player on the floor. And then you got LeBron.
AD.
Stop it.
AD is nasty, bro.
When he's playing well, he's the best player on the court. That's all.
Like that's debatable. The only one who looks the best now is because you got fucking weak ass Draymond Green, 6'7" ass trying to guard fucking Anthony Davis. And it's not
that's your lineup. You chose that lineup. You chose that. They chose that team. So that's their fault. You knew you might have to face LeBron and AD. You get somebody.
I have the receipts too.
Who do we have winning though? Who do we have winning?
I got the Lakers.
We got. I want to say the Lakers too.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Because I told you about playoff Bron. I told you Martinez, bro.
It's no such thing as playoff LeBron. I never heard that phrase in my life. That phrase was made up.
You did make that shit up.
I never.
What are we talking about? How has playoff Bron not been a thing, bro?
LeBron is always nasty.
I know what I'm saying. LeBron is
we're not in agreement that when the playoffs come, LeBron steps his game up 10 times more?
Yeah, and that's why he's not playoff LeBron. He's just LeBron.
How is if it's 10 times? You can't tell me there's not a difference between regular season LeBron and playoff LeBron.
No, it's not.
It'd be like Jimmy Butler. He averages like 19 points during the regular season.
Like the clear example.
Like 30.
The clear example for that name is Rondo. When Rondo kills in the playoffs, he don't kill it in the regular season. LeBron's a consistent player. Jimmy Butler ain't a consistent player throughout the season. That's why he's different. That's why he got that term, playoff Jimmy, whatever his name. Hey, it's gonna. You guys know that it's true. No,
Anyways,
I know
so
LeBron.
we got Denver versus LA now. Who do we got taking that?
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to disrespect Golden State like that. I'm not
Oh,
picking because
I'm
that's
going
still
LA. I'm going
But
LA.
no.
but after the prediction, hypothetically,
It's Denver.
yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Denver's is looking really crazy. Just seeing Jokic go to work, I gotta agree with Martinez. It's kind
Mm,
of made me a fan. Just like the way he passes the ball, he's hella aware of what's going around him. That
mm.
like when he knows that he has a mismatch, he's gonna take that person. He's gonna take that person every time.
Yeah,
And
You
when
know,
his team is not stepping up to the plate, he'll step up for them, which
I
I'm
think.
not seeing that happen with any other of the teams on in the playoffs right
and you
now.
know one thing. I don't have to worry about his health. I ain't worried about Jokic getting hurt like AD. I know he's going to be at that next game. I know he's going to play hard. I know that. That's what's good difference between AD and Jokic.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's true.
think what I like the most is the
Mm,
efficiency. If you look at every player in the NBA, like in the playoffs so far, they've had some pretty ass games, or and the good games that they do have to like play well in, they still
Mhm.
shoot pretty poorly, like 50%,
Yeah,
40%.
mm.
Um,
Not
Jokic
Jokic.
seems pretty
Not Jokic.
consistent where he's shooting like 60% and plus while also getting,
boards.
triple double while averaging like less than 2 turnovers. Like
Mm,
Yeah,
shit like that is crazy good. And he's the only player that I've seen in the playoffs so far playing at that level,
mm.
yeah.
which I
Dude,
like the
when him
efficiency.
and Booker were going at it that one game though, that shit was wild as hell. I'm like, oh, we're
Mm,
really watching the next generation like go at each other now. Like
mm.
this is it. Like LeBron, Carmelo, D Wade era is over. It's a new
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm in
it's
on
not.
that.
Oh, don't say that because LeBron might end up winning this season. And
era.
he might.
And
And we.
like, but I'm talking about is like seeing those prominent figures in the playoffs and stuff. It's like it's a
Mm,
new era now, which is pretty dope to see.
yeah, I am missing. I'm kind of missing Dame right now.
Why did he get 13?
Who Dame?
Yeah, why was he on 13?
You know, I would like to question that whole thing. Man, put that up. You got it? Got it on you?
Yeah, let me see this really quick.
Yeah, that's. Can we talk about this?
Because I
Mhm.
saw that and I'm like, bro, this man has not done shit all year. Why the fuck? Like he's had some good games. Don't get me wrong. He
Mm,
scored 70 in the game, but like overall, fuck no. Damian Lillard didn't even play
mm.
like the last 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, I didn't like Ja Morant not being in it either, and he lost what $30 million by not being in it.
I mean, that's his own damn fault for being
Yeah,
stupid. But
yeah,
Yeah.
I
no,
mean,
that
even then,
was
like you can't
Mm.
objectively say that fucking Damian Lillard should have been chosen over fucking John Morant. There's no earth on like where that exists.
hey,
Mm.
John fucked that up himself, man. Come on now,
Yeah,
you
No, fuck
really
no.
will.
Even if he fucked
I
it up, John Morant has definitely had a better season
I have a problem with
overall.
Luca being first team though,
What
and
do you mean?
Shaw. I have a problem with Luca being
I
in
don't
there
know what Shy was
over Jokic.
Yeah, but they were trying to
doing.
keep that format. That format change is happening next year, so they
Mm.
kind of want to keep one center, two forwards, two guards. That's the only reason why Jokic didn't make it and be one.
It's
But
okay. He's
I
still
don't think
getting a
that's
check.
fair.
He's still
We all can see he the clearest top three player in the league. He deserves that, in my
man,
opinion.
he's still getting a check, man. He got two
Is
back to
this
back
sound messed up?
MVPs. He'll be all right.
Larry Marketing should have been in there too. I feel like
13 over Sabonis. I don't know why the fuck Sabonis is there.
because
Why?
the Kings made the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. But like,
And
okay, and then why is
I,
De'Aaron Fox not first?
I do
De'Aaron
not
Fox
know.
should have made it over Shy. He had a better record and he had just as good a season.
That's debatable. That's debatable,
He
in
had a
my
better
opinion.
season. He carried the Kings to a fourth overall record.
Mm, it's debatable. That's all
So
I'm saying.
I'm saying, how is it debatable if, for example, Sabonis only made third All NBA because the Kings had a good record, but
The
Fox
Kings
didn't
made the
have.
playoff.
Yeah,
The
yeah. I was
Kings
like,
made the
the
playoffs in
Kings
the.
made the playoffs, but somehow De'Aaron Fox didn't get that sympathy to get first All NBA. Shy's
um,
team was fucking terrible this year.
but he was the
He
leading
had
lead.
it.
He led the lead in scoring this year.
It don't matter.
That
they talk
matters.
about that
Hey,
shit when Westbrook was on
you
the
you
Wizards.
have
When
you have
Westbrook
to
led the
get
league.
you have to give credit to that stuff though.
Nah.
If scoring doesn't matter, then why we talk about LeBron passing Queen this year?
No,
Scoring,
that matters. That's a career
scoring,
thing.
scoring always matter. So you have
It
to get
doesn't
credit for
matter
that.
when your team doesn't even make the playoffs.
Then why Luka in there?
Yeah, Lucas should have been down too. De'Aaron Fox probably should have got the nod over him too.
I
De'Aaron
feel
Fox should have replaced one
be
person.
I'm cool with Shy getting it because he can get his money now. I'm cool with Luka
Okay,
doing it.
so
Most
so so do you think De'Aaron Fox should have got it over Luca, or Luca still should have got that?
Luka should got it. Luka's amazing. Luka's
Okay,
in getting. Other than
another
that,
one we were discussing that was like off while you were off. Julius, no, was it Julius? Why is KD not on this list? That was another one we were discussing.
KD didn't play enough. That's all.
Let me see how many games he played, because I feel like he's played a decent
Mm.
amount, but I could be wrong. It seemed like he was playing for a good amount of this season.
And he's playing like himself.
47 games, that is hard. That is kind of hard to argue.
Yeah, and it's too many issues with that whole Brooklyn team and Kyrie. Yeah.
Yeah, but you remember before all that he had them as with the best record in the league.
Yeah.
When Kyrie was out and they were
They just
12 games, 13 games in a row, that was all KD and
they didn't play enough. That's all. That's it. And look what happened when you don't play that much. You lose. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with it.
That's fine, I guess.
I just wanted Larry Markin in there. I feel like he deserved that shit. Like
Over
someone from
Sabonis,
you,
right?
over at least someone from Utah should got that team. Because I mean, other than they didn't make the playoffs, Utah was a tough team to beat this year.
Nice.
If you have Thunder in there, you should at least put Utah in there too. Someone from Utah.
Swayze, any opinion?
I mean, I don't think out of all those players that Laurie would probably rank higher than any of them. But that's just my personal.
I give him over Dame.
Yeah, but it's also like in that format.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing ever.
They're changing it next year, but yeah, definitely.
They need to change it, and I guarantee that whole all defensive team is going to be different because people ain't going to play still. But the people that got their money ain't going to play.
That's why I'm kind of excited for the WNBA season.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on going to a Phoenix game. I'm planning on going to a Chicago Sky game.
They're starting to play like the way the NBA was back then. Like,
yeah, the way these college
they don't take days off. They don't rest. They don't dodge games. They don't.
Well, they only get like 50 games.
That's true, but at least they're playing them.
Yeah, and they're not.
They don't try to low manage or nothing like that. So,
yeah, I am too. I want to see. I want us to go to the Chicago Sky game this year.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the NWNBA. It's still the WNBA to me. Okay.
Nah, man, they got some good talent.
No, like I went to my first game like a couple years ago. They play hard. It was the playoffs. Chicago Sky versus Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah,
they was playing hard. Yeah, those girls is killing it. Candace Parker was doing her thing. Like, and that Vegas team, they look unstoppable right. They look unstoppable right now. So,
who else? They got like three. They got Breonna Stewart. Sorry, Taylor. Breonna Stewart.
We know what you think, ain't we?
Breonna Stewart, and he's got another girl too. I forgot what team it was. Was it the Liberty?
I feel like whoever it is, they have what's her name? Brittany something? Not Brittany.
Griner?
No. I think she's still in Phoenix. With Phoenix, with her being back though, if she's not, I hope she plays like she was playing before she got locked up. Because she was killing in Phoenix. So But yeah, watch WNBA this year. I guarantee y'all enjoy it. And then these girls coming out at college. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm
Mm,
more excited about. When
Yeah.
they hit the league, Angel Reese and all them,
like,
Caitlin Clark.
so
Then
we'll
I'll be
see.
excited to watch.
Hmm.
Aaliyah
Yeah,
Boston, #1 pick of the draft somehow. I don't get that. Never
somehow.
mind. That's conversation for today's bracket. Made it up on the fly, so work with me. These are a few bands that I cherish from childhood. So these are some of my favorites. So we're gonna do the same thing. We'll name a matchup. Let us know which one you guys prefer, and we'll let you know which one we prefer to see who wins the tournament.
Mm.
So the first matchup we have is Daughtry and Paramore.
Um. Well, I don't listen to what's he said, Dark Tree, whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
going. I'm listening to. I listen to Paramore though.
Hey,
Yeah.
before we started this list, you said you were gonna fake it.
I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna fake. I'm not gonna fake it. So if I do both. If I didn't know both of, I was gonna fake it. But I know
Yeah.
I know Paramore, so
Yeah.
I go with them.
Yeah.
I
I
fuck.
think.
You know, I'm gonna choose first only because I don't know what your choice is gonna be. I'm gonna choose Daughtry. I like their music a lot more. I don't know why it hits me more. They got a
Okay.
soft spot. It reminds me of those MTV VH1 days.
Yeah. Early morning
Yeah.
VH1.
So I'm
Mm.
gonna go Daughtry, and we can even this out. That way, Swayze can.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go Paramore just because.
Man, Haley Williams is so gorgeous, though. You know.
No, it's just like I feel like they have way more of an influence, and I like
Mm.
their music a little bit more.
She's gorgeous and she can sing like that girl. Ooh,
Yeah, Haley
I
Williams.
love watching her performances sometimes. Like they're a good
Yes.
group. They're a good band. Mm.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's kind of surprising to me. I thought Daughtry would have moved on, made it a little longer.
Who
And Paramore,
who
I honestly threw in
yeah.
there just for like a last.
who are they?
Oh my god. So I guess that means Paramore moves on, which brings us to our second matchup. This is probably kind of too close. My Chemical Romance and 3 Days Grace.
Hmm. Getting
My
kind of
Chemical
email on us. We're getting kind of email
say
now.
their names again.
Those are the
My
ones that
Chemical Romance and 3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace. I'm gonna go with 3 Days Grace then.
Yeah, damn, this is a hard one.
Remember the emo bands they were running shit back then in the day.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go My Chemical Romance just because I like 3 Days Grace. Like I love like that soundtrack from SmackDown versus Raw 2007. That shit will
Let's
live
start
for
a riot.
bro. All of those songs,
Yeah.
all from
Mm.
Animal I Become, all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
Mm.
that shit will live with me forever. But I feel like My Chemical Romance is just a little bit higher as far as like content goes. So I'm gonna go My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
So
I
you're the
think I might
tiebreaker.
I think I might have to agree with Swayze.
Okay.
I think My Chemical Romance quality is just a little bit higher. And I don't know, I just like songs a lot more from My Chemical Romance than 3 Days Grace. So
Yeah, but 3 Days Grace got some bangers though. Don't get
yeah,
it
but My
twisted.
Chemical Romance is just slightly more iconic in my opinion. So
Mm.
well, My Chemical Romance moves on. We'll move up to our third matchup. We got Linkin Park versus Green Day.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This one's a little
I'm
closer.
going with Linkin Park.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
because
gonna have to agree, man. Lincoln Park, yeah,
Wow.
Lincoln Park is kind of like my guys.
they got
Linkin Park over Green Day.
their albums are way better, to my opinion. I can sit there and listen to a Linkin Park album for hours. Um, Green Day
Mhm.
cool if I was a young punk kid back in elementary school.
Um,
But I don't listen to Green Day these days, so
I think Green Day is more like I said last matchup about My Chemical
Mm,
Romance. I think the quality of Green Day music is just a little bit better.
mm.
I feel like they're just like no, for sure. You bugging if you don't think.
Yeah, I ain't
I
saying they
mean,
bet. I'm just saying I'd rather listen to the Linkin Park album than the Green Day album.
hell no,
I
hell
think the quality is better
no.
than Green Day then.
No,
But I
no,
will
no,
say
no.
that I'm still gonna vote Linkin Park only because of how iconic they are and how much I love their music.
Yeah,
Um,
and also
especially
like Green Day is kind of like punk, whereas like Linkin Park's like alt. You know what I'm saying? They're like alternative rock because they got like the
Mm,
pop
yeah,
aspect in it and shit.
mm.
yeah, true. But yeah, so I guess Linkin Park moves. What do you like to say? What's your term for 3-0?
30 clip.
30 clip.
30
Okay,
clip.
30 clips.
Mm.
So Linkin Park moves on. Then let us know what you guys think about that. I think some people are gonna be hating on that selection. But
Mm.
this group, these are two groups that you don't really consider rock. They dabbled in some rock, more so pop. Maroon 5 and Nickelback.
Oh snap.
I'm a big fan of Maroon 5. I love their first album. I was just listening to their first album the other day. Um, when I remember like those like you was talking about earlier those VH1 days
Yeah.
and when This Love first came out, that shit was
Yeah,
popping.
Fire.
Um,
Fire.
I was like, who the hell is these white boys, man? Why I'm feeling a certain way. But I'm going with Maroon 5.
I
Okay.
will. I will be going with Nickelback so we can make this more interesting. Not saying that I'm picking it to
Mm.
make it more interesting. I'm only
Mm,
picking it because I like way more songs than Nickelback. I think they're a
mm.
underappreciated band.
You don't like Mick
Um,
Jagger?
uh,
Who's like Jagger boy? That song was
Mm,
annoying as fuck when that shit came out.
yeah,
Honestly.
yeah.
mm.
Who's like Dagger? No, no. I'll pass on that one. But yeah, give me Nickelback.
What was that one song that they did? Like, is there anyone out there? Because it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Dude, when
Yeah,
Maroon 5 came out with that
yeah.
shit, I was like, oh,
Maroon got some hits. They got some
yeah,
hits, man. But
yeah.
you're
But
right though. But they're more pop these days
She
though.
will be loved. She will be loved. That's
She
one
Will
of
Be
my favorite.
Loved.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that whole song,
This
man.
Love. This Love.
yeah. That's good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good
What
stuff. But
is
it's not being that old
what
school
what
Nickelback.
what's
It's
called
not being
Sunday
that
morning?
old school Nickelback.
I mean that
Exactly.
Sunday morning though. I think it's called Sunday morning, right?
Yeah, Sunday morning. Sunday
Yeah,
From
morning.
Sunday morning.
that song dope too.
And then
Yeah,
Adam Levine was on Heard Him Say. It was around that time when like
that's
Maroon
true. It
Mm.
5 was
was.
popping. When Adam Levine did Heard Him Say, I'm like, oh shit, Maroon's on one right now. But
It's kind of hard
it's
to
not
judge him though.
it's not beating that old school Nickelback. That
It's not.
someday
It's
the
not.
fucking hero from Spider-Man. Like
For
we,
real.
well,
Yeah.
we can shit on Nickelback all day, but when they were popping, they were popping. So
Mm.
I gotta give Nickelback some. I gotta put some respect on Nickelback's
Look at this graph.
name.
Uh, all right.
All right, so Nickelback moves on, which brings us to our second round matchup. We have
Mm.
Paramore versus My Chemical Romance. Who do we
I'm
got?
going back with Paramore because I fuck with them more.
And I will be going with My Chemical Romance.
So it's on you again. It's
Ah,
always on you.
I'm
why?
deciding.
Why?
Mm.
These both of these bands are emo as fuck. I'm gonna have to go My Chemical Romance just because I know a little bit more of their stuff and I like their stuff a little bit more. But
Let's go.
shouts
Mm.
out to Haley Williams.
Yeah, shouts out to her.
Mm.
All right.
No, don't
So
say that. Y'all disrespecting her, dog.
so My Chemical moves on to the final round.
Mm.
Now we have our second round matchup.
Mm.
We have Linkin Park versus Nickelback.
Nickelback.
This is such an odd mix-up.
Yeah, I know. But let's just get the shit out of the way. You already know Linkin Park got that.
Linkin Park. I ain't got no debate.
I will have to go. I will have to go Linkin Park.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go to the next. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I used to nerd out to fucking Naruto AMVs all the time.
Let's go. Numb, faint, breaking the habit, like
for real. Yeah,
that was prime Naruto days.
No,
Why do people like In the End so much? I don't really fucks with that song. I feel like it's a little emo, a little too emo for me.
That's probably why you don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
But if you watch those Naruto AMVs as much as I did, I used to be on that shit all the time, boy.
Right. So what's next? What's next?
So
What's next?
Our final matchup, we have Linkin Park in the finals versus My Chemical Romance. This is
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Are you going Linkin Park?
Of course, I'm going Linkin Park.
I'm going Linkin Park too.
Oh my god!
30 clip.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I still think that My Chemical Romance makes better music than Linkin Park.
Yeah. And plus,
Linkin Park's just too iconic. It would just play too big of a role in my childhood.
And plus that album, and I listened to the album with them and him and Jay-Z, Linkin Park and Jay-Z, all the fucking time. I love that fucking album.
No band could ever do that. No band could ever get Jay-Z for a whole album, bro.
I'm sorry,
a whole album.
The dude that raps
they collided. I want to say like a whole album. They collided songs together, but either way, that album was amazing. Like it was a sleeper when that came out.
But the fact that Jay-Z even signed on to do something like that, he didn't do that with any other band, you know.
Yeah. Well,
so that
he got a couple songs. He got a couple songs with Coldplay.
Yeah.
Let's put Coldplay on here.
Don't put Coldplay on there, boy. No, they would have got eliminated in the first round.
I doubt it.
She like Coldplay. Well, it depends who they're going to get.
I like older Coldplay. The newer Coldplay shit is terrible, bro.
Yeah, I know, but that's what we're basing. I mean, the newer Linkin Park shit is not terrible too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not alive anymore.
Like when you put Maroon 5 in it too, it's like if I'm going based off right now, what they make now, or going back what they made back in the day. Because I mean, they cool right now, but back in the day, that's when I fell in love with them.
Yeah.
So
I think Coldplay eats half this list. I think Coldplay is better than Maroon 5. I would choose them over Paramore. I would choose them over Daughtry. So I think
surprised you didn't put Radiohead in there. Or like
I'm not Radiohead fan.
Popular bands, I don't think Radiohead's bad though. I would have put them on there, but I was thinking more so like mainstream.
Radiohead's popular.
They're definitely mainstream.
Slipknot on there, but that would have been too
metal.
Too metal. But in the end, Linkin Park, no pun intended.
Okay.
Let us know what you guys think down below about this list. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong?
We got it right.
Very biased this time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends what you listen to, what area you're from. It depends, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Normally we would have our Reddit dig right now, but I think I'm going to throw a little curveball at you guys, and we're going to talk about something that's a little off the chain, and this is going to be sort of like a race issue. Not really. I don't know.
Okay.
You guys call it what you
Okay. Let me get my racist. Let me get my racist.
This has to revolve around the word nigga. Like, we need to talk about it. And as you guys know, this shit's controversial because who's allowed to say it, who is not allowed to say it. I mean, we know who's not allowed to say it, but I'll bring you a question on I guess, devil's advocate. Growing up, Mexican people were saying it a lot. They still do. Now, some black people are not fucking with it no more. What is your guys' opinion on Mexican people saying the N-word? Do you think they shouldn't be allowed to say it? What's going on here? We need to come up to a common crossroads.
Um,
Team light skin.
uh, we definitely team the last people. Well,
No, I mean,
is this
Not the
because
last people,
do a
yeah, I think it's a good topic to talk about. I mean, with
um?
us being racially aware of our surroundings and our cultures
Well,
and stuff.
y'all tell me y'all mix, right? So
Yeah, Mexican and black. My dad grew up
you know
black.
my name, say Martinez over there. I'm full black, so so don't look
Martinez
at
is
the
a
name.
stunning name.
I know, even though it says it right there,
Oh,
I'm fully black, y'all. So if y'all watching this, um,
oh,
I be honest with you, um, it's more serious things to worry about in the world today. I don't want people saying it, but I'm not about to sit here and like judge everybody for saying it. Of course, I don't want no white person saying it, but if I'm gonna sit there and look at a Mexican like, oh, why you saying that? No, I'll be fighting every day. I'll be
Mhm.
into arguments all the. It's like it's bigger problems in the world, and that's my opinion on it. I prefer. I mean, I say it a lot. I can't even lie. I say it a lot. But if sometimes it just pop out too. Sometimes like,
yeah, for sure.
do you hear my car? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it just pop out. But I kind of prefer no one to say it, even though I say it. But that's my opinion. I don't speak for every black person in the world.
Yeah.
when you
So
say no one,
Europe,
do you mean even black people? Do you prefer not even black people try to stay away
uh,
from it, or do you
yeah,
think just
probably. I mean,
gay
like I said,
people?
even though I do say that, it'd be probably best if people just stop saying it. That we wouldn't have these discussions anymore,
Mhm.
or question anything no more. And see who have to say this and who doesn't have to say it. No,
Yeah, but we can't really stop everybody from saying
you
it,
can't.
right?
That's why I say I can't get mad at everybody in the world for saying it. It's just kind of pointless.
Yeah. So as far as Mexicans saying it, I don't really know if I like that a lot, just because um, they love to play sides. Like, oh, I'm black just like you. I'm black just like you, type shit. And but then they'll go around behind your back and call you the hard R, a nigger right after that. If
Are you talking
Mm.
about Mexican people or
Mexican people, yeah,
okay, okay,
yeah. So like,
Some,
they're
not all.
no.
yeah,
I'm just saying, majority of them are flippy floppy with that shit. And then when
Oh.
you call a Mexican a nigga, they're like, I'm not black. It's just like, well, you were like, it's a kind of like a name of camaraderie. When a black person says it, it's kind of like bro, without saying bro. Which we
Mm,
should start saying. I feel like we should start saying brother more than nigga.
mm,
My personal opinion, but because that's what the white man gave us, and we kind of just took that and it internalized it and made it our
mm,
own thing. Which in reality, it's
mm,
kind of fucked up. But I mean, this is the world that we live in. This is what history has taught us.
mm,
And yeah, no, it's just it's a very shitty
mm.
situation. But I don't think white people should be able to say it. I don't think um, Mexicans
Mexican.
should be able to say it. I don't think Chinese people should be able to say it. I don't even think Arabs should be able to say it, even though they're called they are given that name sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, like my whole thing is, do I question them if they do say it? Like, if I'm just going to sit here and get mad at everybody for saying it, if it's not, if we do that, we have a lot of lot of fights, arguments, and disagreements and stuff. Like, can't
well, I
question
mean, I
everybody.
mean, there's no wrong in challenging somebody to switch up their
Oh, oh,
vocabulary. You know
I
what I'm
do.
saying? Like I know
I,
it's an argument, quote unquote, but it's
mm,
also like, hey, do better type shit. It's like
yeah,
challenging people to be
mm,
better as individuals.
I question mostly white people for saying it. But if I see a Mexican say it, I just ignore it. I really
Yeah.
don't care. But because I have challenged people at my workplace when people say it at the work, like, "Yo, that ain't cool," and I get that. what you call it, that presence. Like, man, he probably a bitter black dude when I say stuff like that, and I get like he threatening now. Like, no, I just feel offended. Don't say that shit.
Mm-hmm. You talking about
But
white people?
yeah, yeah, you know that job. We all work.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
all
yeah,
work
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
Yeah,
that. You know how.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
yeah. I
I.
don't think like for example, I don't mind Mexican people saying it only because like Martinez says, I feel like when Mexican people say it, at least they have somewhat of a struggle uh,
Mm,
that we share in common. Somewhat. I'm not saying the exact, obviously, but I feel like it's too late to change our ways on that. I feel like people
mm,
shouldn't say it in general, but
mm,
of course, white people saying it is disrespectful, which
mm,
is going to bring me into my next question soon. But as far as I feel like Mexican people still got that. I can understand if another black person doesn't want someone to say it though, if that
mm,
makes sense. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now, do you? So one thing that I've been running into is like some people, some white people, and I'm not going to specify who. Um, it's older white people who are saying the hard, like they're saying nigger, even though it's like full on saying it and saying it because they heard somebody else say it. If this makes sense. For example, I was going to an African American museum. Um, young white gentleman was saying, "Yeah, they were talking about this and that on the bus, and they even throw out the hard." He says the word, with the hard er, and he says it once, and I'm like, "All right, you really fucking testing my patience. I should have corrected that shit the first time." He says it again. I'm like, "Hey, bro, don't say that to me no more. Like, don't." He's like, I'm only saying that that's what exactly what they say. I'm like, I get it. You don't need to say that word no more. Don't say it around me anymore. He's like, I don't mean anything by it. I'm like, I don't care. Do not say that shit around me no more, or we're gonna have problems. So I had
Mm-hmm.
to correct that
um,
shit. And ever since then, I've heard two other people at my job say it with the hard er, and I'm just looking like, bro, white people need to realize that this shit's not okay. I don't give a fuck if you're saying it because someone else said it. You know what I mean? To try to tell us what they're saying, if that makes
mm,
sense.
Yeah.
But like,
nah.
There's other
Uh,
ways you can go about saying that somebody
yeah.
said that.
So
and what's the conversation that made you had to say it?
yeah. Well, are you talking about during that time or
In
in?
general, in general.
Yeah. So that time was because that's what the museum they have the like electronic like to make it realistic. I guess they have it. I didn't hear that shit at all. Even when I went through the museum, I didn't hear it at all.
Mm,
Another person, their student on the bus was saying it, and they were trying to tell us what they were saying. And another similar situation that some kids on the bus were saying the hard er, and they would say the word instead of just saying the hard r. Um,
Yeah.
it's
so
really a,
the answer
it's
is not you. Shit, they know better. Like it's no excuse.
it's a tough subject. It really is a tough subject, and it's really no right answer or wrong answer to it. It's just based off
So
what you believe in yourself. So,
so
mm.
then why? Now this is
I,
going to be my devil advocate. Why can't white people say the hard, not the hard R, the A? Why can't they say? Why can't they say the E?
Because it's not when they say it's not a term of adornment. It's basically how can I say this? You saying it to make a point of your ancestors and it's hard to explain. How can I explain this well?
well,
When I
I
hear it
mean,
come out when I hear it come out your mouth, I feel like it's coming off of disrespect,
Even
and,
though if you
and
mean it the same way any of us, like
it feel
rap is mainstream now. You can't go without a fucking single rap song without it being said. Some of the most catchy parts are that part, like if you fucking
most
listen to Trinidad
most of
James.
those songs come from our culture though. It's
Yeah,
our neighborhoods. It's from our people. It's different when if a guy from the suburbs was saying that, I probably wouldn't listen to that guy because that's
so
not his life.
so it's okay for
But
them to say it in their heads though, but not.
I don't. I mean, I don't care. I can't control what you think.
Okay.
So I
Because
can't. No one can do
if they
that.
think already, then what's the point of
If it could
not doing
control everybody, think half America be in jail right now because thinking half of the stuff we think about. So no, I can't get mad at you for thinking the words.
So
How
we
can I know you're thinking it?
can't give out like passes to say nigga if they're singing along to a song. We can't give out those passes.
I mean, if you
And
like this,
like, hey, no, it's a good question because I had a friend that actually did that, and I was trying to figure out how I felt about it because I'm like but he's like a really really close friend, but I'm like, you still not black though, bro. Just because you
mm,
sing along to the song don't mean you can't censor shit.
man, it's always an
Um,
uncut. It's always an uncut version of a song that blank out cuss words.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you can blank out that word. It's not difficult to block out a word, you know.
no, they have fun saying that shit, boy.
And they
They
say
have
it so loud too. They be like,
yeah.
if you don't know, now you know, nigga. It's like, come on.
so
Why you gotta make an emphasis on that word? But it's
I mean, to be honest, that is a catchy part of that song.
but
Yeah,
That's why I wanted to ask to see your guys' opinion on it. Like, does it matter if it's being sung along? Because like I drive a lot of like I had to do like tours or something to wine tours. There'd be a lot of white students listening in to music with the N word in it, and when it gets to the part, they just get quiet, and then they start singing again. I'm like, yeah, no, I really can't say this word.
yeah, you say it for them.
yeah,
You helped them out. I got y'all. Hold on. Just say the word. I got that part for y'all.
Yeah,
please,
but
I use nigga. I've used it. I admit it. I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga. That nigga this, nigga please, nigga. Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
What kind of
so you telling me if they don't add the for instance,
And that man got fired from his job. He got
yeah.
fired from his job.
Can
So
you let the nigga a pencil? That shit funny as hell,
my boy was
bro.
really trying to save himself with the dumbest
he
explanation.
he had cards. I think we know how to spell it, bro.
Bro.
Who you helping out?
He was trying to help himself out.
He try to educate us and everything. That's so funny. I remember that when that first came out. I'm like, really?
Love that meme. Love that
All right.
meme.
Sorry, I know I took up
No,
our little Reddit big
that's fine. That's a good topic. I feel like it
That's
was
a
very
that's a
interesting.
topic I would like to be prepared for, though.
Hey, no, I feel like
I
this
can.
is something that we've all dealt with in our lives, and we kind of we all got to deal with it in a different way.
Mm,
Because you'll have like full on like I'll have family of family that think that the saying the hard R is okay, and I
mm.
don't fucks with that. So I don't really
And,
like to surround myself with parts of my family because they have an older way of thinking, and that's just not. I mean,
I can.
why would I spend my time trying to,
Mm.
make sure that they know what's going on when I could just not surround myself with those people?
I know when I was a kid, I used to fight people for saying that. I went to an all white school when I was a kid, and I got into a lot of fights, man. I actually
They say nigga.
they say whatever. It was tough being like the only black kid in that school sometimes.
Yeah,
So
that
you
would
got
be
to
funny.
fight, and I actually
Yo,
picked up a kid. I actually picked up a kid and put him on a basketball hoop one time. It was a small hoop, but nonetheless, I did that shit because you said I had to beat him up and I put him up there. So I'm
well,
better now. I'm not gonna fight somebody.
he's
That's
fine
jail
now.
time. As a kid, that's juvie, so that's nothing big.
Yeah.
But it was really tough going to a school like that. So I don't tolerate it from people. But I'm not gonna sit here and get mad at you. I'll call you out on it, but I'm not gonna like, yo, let's fight.
So my question is then, if someone said the hard R to you, what would you do?
I'm questioning. I'm talking. I'm gonna say something to him. I'm
You got
saying
the
that's
video
just.
still?
No, I can't beat him up. That's jail time. I ain't got no bail money.
Okay.
I can't afford to fight nobody
I
right now.
don't know if I'll be able to hold back the slap. Like I don't know the initial reaction. I fuck around, slap them for real.
Yeah, but yeah, pay that fine. It's too much money out here in the world to be losing it over some words.
Very true. Very true.
Hey man, people do it all the time, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like people
I-
think shit's sweet. They try to test you, and it's just like how far are you willing to go? I mean, I know there's like that. You got to have that emotional intelligence to try and keep yourself composed. But sometimes people just want to try you, you know. And when you're being antagonized, especially like. If like somebody's trying to get all up in your face and shit, you find one small reason that they assaulted you, and go for that shit, bro.
Therapy help, y'all. Therapy
Hey,
help.
no. If they slightly spit on you while they're talking, that's assault.
You gotta prove they spit on you though.
You can.
And by the time you get done beating them up, you're gonna sweat that spit off, man. So
you can just say to somebody.
my advice for my advice, don't sweat it. I mean, call them out, but don't let it bother you that much. Because it's a lot of people like that all around the world. Definitely in the South. Don't go to the South. If that bother you, don't go to the South.
And in China, boy.
Oh yeah, it's really anybody, man. It can be a Mexican person that offends. It can be any race that does it. If you're gonna sit here and get mad at every single race, you're gonna have a hard time living on this earth.
Fair enough. I like that. I like that. That outlook on it. But sometimes I just can't control myself.
Yeah, I know. I see video. Wait. What's that dude with the can, the ice with lemon thing?
Oh yeah.
He slapped. I forgot what was. When he just slapped him with it. That shit. Was Twisted Tea. Yes, he just slapped him with it. I love the videos. Trust me.
Yeah, no, some people just be doing too much. But I think we should. That's a good note to close out on. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give a like, comment, and subscribe.
Let us know what you guys think down below.
Hit us up on social media, Yeah. And if you want to be added to the video, go ahead and do it, man. We would love to get your opinion on anything.
Yeah, and we gotta. I'll promise to be a little bit more active on social media. I've been slacking, but we're gonna start posting these clips of these videos on Instagram and TikTok, so we can get a little bit more feedback from the fans as to what we should be doing and how you guys feel. And that is truly like a fault of mine, but we're working on it. We're trying to grow as a company, and we're trying to take this shit to the next level. So thank you guys all for your support, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, peace, y'all.